Want to know the secret behind Jim Sanford's method for training the best truffle hunting dogs this side of the Mediterranean? In this video, you'll learn how he leverages the dog's natural olfactory abilities to strike pay dirt and harvest truffles worth over $200,000. Let's get after it. Hey friends, I'm Geryah Dingle, the Canine Scent Boss, and recently we received a question in the comments on the type of training protocol one could use to train a truffle hunting dog, and I'm fired up to share some insight into Jim Sanford's training method. There's currently a 4-year waiting list for one of his pups, so I think there's some merit to his approach. Jim Sanford is training dogs to hunt truffles on a farm in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee, using the same techniques that are used for scent work and search and rescue. Sanford created a Legato Romagnolo breeding program, which now includes 2 males and 6 females, and produces about 24 puppies a year. The majority of the puppies are sold as pets to guests of Blackberry Farm, an exclusive resort in the area. For truffle finding dogs, Sanford uses a 3-step process involving scent tubes filled with truffle oil, which reward the dogs with treats when the scent is identified. Sanford says training takes around 2 weeks, but real experience in a truffle-rich environment is key. So let's give it a try.
So the plan is to head into your local hardware store, like a Home Depot or like a Lowe's or something like that or similar, and we're looking for a 2-foot piece of PVC pipe with about 2 inches of diameter. A lot of times they don't have to custom cut these down for you, and of course if you're super handy or you have the tools on hand, you can cut them down yourself. But what we're going to be looking for is something like that that's maybe already pre-cut. Ultimately for the project, what we're going to be doing is drilling some small holes into our PVC pipe and then subsequently training our dogs by burying them underground. So let's see what we can do.
The 1x2 PVC pipe was actually sold out. So for the purposes of the demonstration, I'm going to go ahead with the ABS pipe. PVC pipe is more flexible than ABS, while ABS is a bit stronger and can resist a higher shock or impact, which might be good for dogs, but it's not BPA free. Both can be resistant to chemicals and water degradations, so keep that in mind.
Step 1 is to create scent tubes. Take a 2-inch piece of PVC pipe. Fill it with cotton balls and inject it with truffle oil through holes drilled into the pipe. This creates a scent that dogs can easily identify. For this, you will need a nice sharp bit and a battery-powered drill. You'll also need a marker.
Hey, I'm about to get a little detail with regard to the training materials you need and the process we're going to use to train our dogs for this. Also, I know there's going to be a lot of comments with regard to the truffle oil that I use. However, go ahead and use whatever it is that you like, because there's so much debate right now in the industry with regard to a lot of these companies trying to get over and whether or not your truffle oil is 100% pure. Spoiler alert, it's most likely not. Your dog is looking for a compound within all of those formulas that they'll be recognizing to indicate on that scent. Don't worry about that. Get whatever's in your store. Of course, some might actually have some small truffle bits in them, but it's probably less than 1% of the entire oil. So let's just do what we can to get started in training. Eventually, you just want to get to the truffles themselves. So unless you're making the truffle oil yourself, let's just go with what we got. If you don't want to write all this down, I'll link a freebie in the description below or in a pinned comment for you to just go ahead and check that out.
The first step is to determine where your holes need to go. So take a marker and put your marks on there. You want to make sure the PVC isn't cold. If it's cold, it's going to end up cracking a lot easier. After that, take your bit and place it onto the mark. You want to make sure you have it set and not rolling around. Then you're going to slowly pull the trigger on your drill. Make sure you don't run it all the way through the other side if you don't need to, because that's going to create some burrs and you don't want that because PVC gets very sharp. Ensure you spin the drill bit on the way out as well, so that makes sure it's nice and clean for your hole. If you want holes on the other side, make another mark and run the drill bit through again.
So to prepare your scent, you want to go to an area where your dog doesn't readily have access to, so that we keep the truffle scent novel except when we're training. Here I have a dropper that I'm going to use to insert into my bottle of truffle oil to apply it to a couple of sets of these cotton balls. We'll be using a set for the tubes themselves, and then you can also use a different set if you don't have PVC pipe tubes. You can always place your elements inside a rolled up ball of aluminum foil, or even a tea bag or a sock from around the house, in order to house your elements so your dog doesn't have direct contact with the oil itself. I would say about 2 to 3 drops tops. We don't want to oversaturate these cotton balls, but we do want to definitely start off, especially when we're learning a new behavior, giving our dogs the best chance for success. And then of course, later on in more advanced training, you can reduce the amount of oil you use, but we still don't want to overly saturate these cotton balls, even in the beginning stages. After my elements are applied, I will stuff the cotton balls inside of the tubes. I'll be using about 2 or 3 here, just to make sure that my dog has a good whiff of that scent when we go to bury these later on when we move through our progression. Here, I'm taking a piece of just your normal aluminum foil, and I am going to place my cotton balls that have been scented with truffle oil in the center of my piece that I have taken out here, and then just ball it up and just make my own little artificial truffle. You can go the PVC pipe route, aluminum foil, tea bag, sock, some type of covering so your dog doesn't have direct contact with the oil. And then if you want to store these later for training, here I'm just using a good old-fashioned Ziploc bag. Mason jars also work well for storing your elements. Just be mindful of the temperatures.
Next, we move on to imprinting the truffle scent. So before we dive into the detailed steps of truffle hunting training, let's talk about a few prerequisites. It's crucial that your dog has a grasp of basic obedience training. Skills like paying attention, waiting, and recalling are foundational for effective scent work. Even if these aren't perfected just yet, it's beneficial to work on them alongside scent training. As we progress, let me demonstrate with my German Shepherd dog Disney. We'll start with some basic elevated hides and varied placements, essential for building Disney's scent vocabulary. It's all about making the training a dog-led event. It's not always on the floor or in a box. Now Disney is already familiar with the concept of the hunt, so we skip hunting for primary, aka a food source, and we focus on the novel odor of truffles, or the truffle oil in this instance. Notice how I reward Disney with a high-value treat as soon as he shows interest in the scent. And here's a tip. Conduct these sessions before mealtime, as dogs are more alert and eager. But remember to keep each session short, perhaps 10 minutes or so or less, and ensure they don't replace your regular exercise iterations. We gradually move the scent around and even cover it while indoors. These easy placements help Disney understand that the scent can be anywhere. It can also be in anything. Once he's got the hang of it, I increase the difficulty, eventually moving to outdoor placements and burying the scent. If Disney struggles, we step back to where he was last successful, keeping the training fun and rewarding. While I'm not in a truffle-rich environment to demonstrate real feel of hunting, these techniques of imprinting, placement variation, and progressive development are universal for all scent work, regardless of the odor. It's not just about truffles. It's about building value to odor and keeping the game exciting for your pet. Now let's get back to Sanford's method and see these principles in action. As we follow these steps, remember, consistent and patient training is key to turning your dog into an adept truffle hunter. Let's continue. Sanford presents the tube to the dog and rewards them with a treat immediately when they smell it. This teaches the dog that the scent of the truffle will earn them a reward. Step 2 involves hiding the scent tubes under piles of leaves outside while the dog waits inside. Once the dog is let outside and smells the tubes, Sanford rewards them again. This helps to reinforce the connection between the truffle scent and the reward. Now we come to the most critical step. Truffles are buried underground, so it's crucial to train the dog to give an overt signal that indicates the truffle is right there. Sanford buries the scent tubes near a tree where the truffles are typically found. When the dog acknowledges the scent, Sanford points to the ground and asks, "Where is it?" Eventually, the dog learns to paw the ground where the tube is buried. Finally, Sanford moves the dog away and carefully digs up the tube. Only after he has extracted the truffle does the dog receive a treat. With consistent training in a truffle-rich environment, your dog will become an excellent truffle hunter in no time. With these steps, you can train your dog to hunt truffles just like a pro. But if you want to learn more about how dogs process scent in motion, you can click or tap the screen right here or check the links in the description below for my scent work playlist. Until next time, continue to get after it.